Our focus in week 4 is going to be the eSpace. So we're going to be looking at Twitter as a software that we can use as educators to really deeply enhance some of what we do in our practice. And we're also going to be looking at, or we're going to be using Wikispaces as a way of collaborating via the internet. And in particular, we're going to be co-creating the rubric for assignment number 2. So once you go into the week 4 module 2 section on Leo, of course it appears as it normally does. There's a small introduction. There's some recommended steps for you to focus on. And then there's a series of resources. What I want to draw your attention to for week 4 is the importance of the collaborative aspect of it. So the setting up of your Twitter account is an individual enterprise, and then on the Wednesday of this week we have a Twitter meet where we'll be talking to a very experienced educator who uses Twitter a lot. The other task is this co-creation of the rubric, which you'll be doing through a Wikispace. And just to give you some insight into how that is going to work for us so that you have an idea of how to approach the week. Forum 4A is where a lot of the work will begin. So you've been allocated into groups of 30 students, and each group has got a particular forum to work in. So if, for instance, you're rubric group A, you'll be working in the rubric A forum 4A section. And the process is to set up a wiki, and there are some instructions in there. So one student will probably naturally take a lead in it. Don't be timid. Don't hold back. As soon as you see the information, if somebody hasn't already said in the forum, I'm going to create the wiki, please go ahead and do so. And there are a couple of videos in the resources section which show you how to set up the wiki space, here, and also how to generate what is called a join code, which you can then publish on your forum 4A, which allows the remainder of your group to actually sign up and join in. Wikis are really fantastic spaces for collaborative online learning and engagement. They do take a bit of practice. Sometimes things don't work work out the way we want them to. But remember that this is a safe environment, and it's about giving it a go. So with that co-creation of the rubric, what you'll want to do is discuss as a group how you are going to do this on your wiki. And the idea is that you draw upon the ACU grading scale, which is the high distinction credit pass NN, and how ACU understands broadly that those different grades are met. And then you look at the criteria that we have on the rubric, which you'll find in the assessment section. And as a group, you begin to discuss how you fill in the blank boxes on the rubric. So, if one of the criteria is the production of a digital artifact, how might you show evidence of that? How might you meet that criterion in terms of an HD, and how might you meet that in terms of a pass? We're using slightly different language for the descriptors in the rubric, as you'll see when you access it in the assessment section. But this is the premise of this is to give you, the students, sort of a deep understanding of what is required in this task. Okay, so rather than it being very dictatorial and you being told exactly what to put in it, it's your opportunity to think about what have we done in the unit so far that might assist us in drawing together what kind of evidence is being looked for as we develop assignment number 2. We will be discussing this in a lot more detail during Adobe Connect session 4, which is on Tuesday. So enjoy the week. It's a big learning curve this week. It does rely upon collaboration, so please start the process as early as you can. And as ever, if you've got questions, please put them into the questions and queries for Adam Forum.